You've probably heard it before. Successful people wake up early. 5 a.m. club. Win the morning, win the day. And honestly, it sounds like nonsense. Because plenty of successful people don't wake up at 5 a.m. Some wake up at 6. Some at 7. Some much later. So why does this idea keep coming back? Why do so many high performers across industries, countries, and lifestyles still wake up at roughly the same time every day? The answer isn't discipline. It isn't grind culture. And it definitely isn't suffering for the sake of productivity. The real reason is far stranger and far more biological than most people realize. Let's clear something up first. Successful people are not successful because they wake up early. They wake up consistently because consistency protects the brain. And the brain is their most valuable asset. Here's what most people don't know. Your brain runs on internal clocks, circadian rhythms that regulate hormones, alertness, memory, mood, and decision-making. And these clocks don't care what time you want to wake up. They care about patterns. When you wake up at different times every day, your brain treats it like constant jet lag. Even if you're not traveling, even if you're sleeping enough hours. This is called social jet lag, and it quietly wrecks focus, impulse control, emotional regulation, and energy. Now look at successful people. They make high-stakes decisions. They manage pressure. They think long-term. So the last thing they want is a brain that's foggy, reactive, or unstable. Consistency becomes non-negotiable. And this is where the same time myth comes from. It's not about early. It's about predictable. When you wake up at the same time each day, your brain anticipates it. Cortisol rises naturally, not stress cortisol, but the healthy kind that wakes you up. Body temperature increases. Reaction time improves. Memory access sharpens. You don't force yourself awake. Your body meets you halfway. This is why successful people often say mornings feel quiet or clear. Their brain is already online. Compare that to the average person. Different wake-up times. Late nights. Sleeping in on weekends. The brain never locks into a rhythm. So every morning feels like friction. More caffeine. More scrolling. More mental warm-up. By the time they feel alert, half the day is gone. Now here's the strange part. Successful people don't wake up early to do more. They wake up consistently to reduce decision load. Every decision costs mental energy. What time should I wake up? Should I snooze? Should I sleep in? Those decisions seem small, but they add up. High performers eliminate unnecessary choices. Same wake-up time, but because they want their best thinking later where it matters. There's also a hormonal advantage most people never consider. Irregular wake times disrupt insulin sensitivity, hunger hormones, and stress response. That's why inconsistent sleepers crave sugar, feel anxious, and crash midday. Consistent wake times stabilize appetite and mood without effort. That stability shows up as calm under pressure, better impulse control, clearer thinking. Traits we associate with successful people. But they're not personality traits. They're biological outcomes. Now let's address the myth directly. No, there is no magical hour. 5 a.m. isn't superior to 6:30. What matters is alignment. Your wake time needs to match your chronotype, your natural rhythm. Some people peak earlier, some later. Successful people figure this out, often unintentionally, and protect it fiercely. They don't stay out late randomly. They don't destroy their sleep on weekends. They don't trade tomorrow's clarity for tonight's stimulation. Because they've learned something the hard way. A chaotic morning creates a chaotic mind. And chaos is expensive. It costs focus. It costs patience. It costs good decisions. There's also a psychological edge. Waking up at the same time creates a sense of control. Not dominance. Not hustle. Control. The day doesn't ambush them. They enter it deliberately. And that feeling compounds. confidence grows, anxiety drops, momentum builds. This is why many successful people protect their mornings more than their evenings. Not because mornings are sacred, but because how you wake up determines how you think. And once you see that, waking up early stops being the goal. Waking up consistently becomes the strategy. So how do you actually apply this without forcing yourself into a schedule that fights your biology? The first step is understanding your natural wake window. Most people already know it, they just ignore it. Think back to days when you had no alarm, no obligations, no pressure. What time did you naturally wake up feeling clear, not groggy, not rushed? That window matters. Successful people don't randomly choose a wake-up time. They discover it, then lock it in. And once it's locked, everything else organizes around it. The second rule is the one most people break. Weekends don't get a free pass. Sleeping in feels like recovery, but biologically, it's disruption. When you wake up 3 hours later on weekends, your brain doesn't feel rested. It feels jet-lagged. That's why Sunday night sleep is terrible. Why Monday mornings feel brutal. Why people need caffeine just to feel human again. High performers don't catch up on sleep by sleeping in. They protect their wake time and catch up with earlier nights instead. It's boring. It's unglamorous. And it works. There's also a financial angle here that rarely gets discussed. Consistent wake times improve impulse control. When your circadian rhythm is stable, the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for planning and restraint, functions better. That shows up as less emotional spending, better long-term thinking, more patience with decisions. Inconsistent sleep does the opposite. It makes everything feel urgent, everything feel heavier, everything feel harder. That's expensive. Now let's talk about mornings themselves. Successful people don't wake up and immediately attack the day. They buffer it. Not with productivity hacks, but with low stimulation transitions. Light exposure, movement, silence, or minimal input. No chaos, no overload. This allows the brain to fully come online before the world starts pulling at it. Most people do the opposite. Alarm, phone, notifications, news, messages. The brain goes from sleep to threat processing in seconds. That's not ambition. That's nervous system shock. And it sets the tone for the entire day. Another subtle reason consistency matters? Memory. The brain consolidates memory during sleep, but retrieval depends on rhythm. When wake times are stable, recall improves. That's why ideas come easier. Why names, numbers, and details stick. It's not intelligence. It's timing. Now here's the part that surprises people. Waking up at the same time doesn't make you more rigid. It gives you more flexibility. Because when energy is predictable, planning becomes easier. You know when you're sharp. You know when you're slow. You stop fighting yourself. And that self-awareness is what separates high performers from exhausted ones. They don't force productivity at the wrong hours. They align work with biology. That's the real advantage. So the strange reason successful people wake up at the same time isn't discipline. It's self-protection. They're protecting their focus, their mood, their decision-making, their energy. Because in a world full of noise, stability becomes leverage. And this is the key takeaway. You don't need to wake up early to be successful. You need to wake up predictably. Same time, same rhythm, same mental clarity. Do that long enough, and everything else gets easier. If this changed how you think about mornings, subscribe for more science-backed insights into how high performers actually live and think. Share this with someone who feels tired no matter how much they sleep. And let me know in the comments. Do you wake up at the same time every day? Or does your schedule wake up for you? Because success doesn't start with hustle. It starts with rhythm,